And I'm not saying don't work, okay? I'm not saying don't dream, and I'm not saying don't plan. But what I am saying is don't worry. Because every time we worry, and I'm guilty of it too, it is an insult to the person of God. Because he told you he reigns. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
God's got this. Okay? And you've got some really, really, really solid promises from him. For instance, Galatians, Ephesians, Philippians, Colossians. You know how you remember the Pauline epistles, at least those? GE Power Company.
What?
Galatians, Ephesians, Philippians, Colossians. Seriously. That's how I memorized them. Now, the minor prophets, you just got to gut them out, man. Hosea, Joel, Amos, Obadiah, Jonah, Micah. Anyway. Okay. Philippians was a really good church. I mean, you know, they don't have a whole lot of problems. You can tell how bad a church is by the letter. So like Corinth, holy cow. Yikes. That's what I call problems. I mean serious sexual immorality. Okay. Philippians, on the other hand, not so bad. You know, generally a pretty happy letter. And short. You can also tell how good a church was by how long the letter is. Corinthians gets 2 of the longest letters, okay? And they're not some, you know, some great theological exposition like Romans is, man. They're like, dude, stop doing this. Dude, stop doing this. Dude, throw this dude out. Okay? Philippians is a little bit different. Philippians is a nice letter. Earlier on, he says in Philippians 2, 3, and 4, he says, do not be anxious about anything, but in everything, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God, and the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. Okay? So the first thing that you want to do is if you feel this way, okay, and everyone gets anxiety, everyone worries. If you don't, you probably aren't that bright, okay? Seriously, everyone worries, okay? But when you do get it, it's up at the ceiling. But when you do get these worries, the first thing, of course, is to bring it to God, and that's what Paul is telling the church in Philippi. Okay. Then at the end of the letter, he says this. He says, "And my God will supply every need of yours according to His riches and glory in Christ Jesus." I'm sorry, I misread it. And my God will supply some of the needs of yours. My God will supply all of your needs if He has it. No, that's not what it says. And my God supply every need of yours according to His riches in glory in Christ Jesus. What does it mean, riches and glory in Christ Jesus? Think about this for a moment. What is the debt owed to Jesus for His unjust death? You see, men die because they're sinners. You and I, we're all going to die, okay, because we inherited original sin, concupiscence from our parents, as they did, all the way back to Adam and Eve, okay? We deserve that, okay? It's only just, okay? We're born in sin, so we have the disease, if you will, of sin, and that disease eventually kills us. But before we die, we actually commit actual sins, just to confirm the diagnosis is correct. You are sinful. Right?
Right.
Think of it as an illness. Okay, a really bad illness that kills you. Okay? Jesus did not have this disease. And indeed, His blessed mother was conceived without it as well. He should have lived forever. And he lived 33 years. So 33 years plus infinity is how long he should have lived. When Jesus talks about how he won't lose any that are his, it's as if he's saying, this one, Father, on me. I'll pick up his tab, I'll pick up her tab, I'll pick up his tab, and I'll pick up her tab. I got this. Can you imagine what the universe owes? What God the Father in the economy of salvation owes his Son? It's an infinite debt. There's no end to it. I mean, I could have pointed you to a verse where it says God owns a cattle on 1,000 hills, and that's really cool, you know, and he does. And the Hebrew poet is trying to say, hey, he's got it all. But I'm telling you right now, he owes Jesus everything, as do we. And what I'm saying is that Paul tells us that every single need that we have, God is going to pay it back because of Jesus. Because of that incredible, immaculate debt that he owes you. Does that make sense?
Yes.
One last verse, and I'm going to let you go before I start crying. Romans 8:32. Memorize this verse. Actually, I'll give you one more. Romans 5:8. Memorize this verse. But God demonstrates his own love for us in this: while we were yet sinners, Christ died for us. Okay? So if you ever think for a moment that you're not worthy of everything that I just told you, you're right. And it doesn't matter. We just celebrated the Immaculate Heart of Jesus. That's what it is. That is exactly what it is. That's the Immaculate Heart. You were a sinner, you spit in his face while he was hanging on the cross for you, and he loved you anyway. And he saw each and every one of your faces as he hung there. That was the joy set before him. Your faces. Then he goes on and says in Romans 8:32, he who did not spare his own son, but gave him up for us all, how will he not also, along with him, graciously give us all things? If he gave you Jesus, you don't have a need. You really don't. I swear you don't. Okay? And the ones you think you have, that's just an opportunity. Maybe for God to come through according to your mind, or maybe for you just to trust him. See what I'm saying? Amen. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Does anyone have any questions? Anything at all? If you're willing.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yes.
You can take a break if you want for a second. I know that was.
Yeah, I think that's necessary.
I know. Yeah, I know. I was getting kind of bent out of shape too. Sorry.